We're here today at the Kingfisher Project in Burton-on-Trent, and we're here to talk to Aaron Stringer from Trent and Dove. So Aaron, what's it all about?
Well, for the last 2 weeks I've been working with the Prince's Trust team down at the Kingfisher Project in Burton, and with their help and support we've actually managed to install some new raised beds. We've actually made a patio area. We've also fitted a new disability raised bed for an access for a wheelchair. This project's been running now for about 10 years. We've been working with various different businesses from Burton.
So what kind of organisations have been involved with the project?
Well, for the last 5 or 6 years we've had constant input from various businesses and organisations in Burton. We've done a lot of work and we've had a lot of referrals from the Eaton Foundation, Burton Mind, Burton Albion Community Trust. They've been involved quite a lot. We've done some work with Fountain School down here, and I think that's pretty much it.
So a fair few of organisations then over the past, what, 5 years?
Yeah, we've worked with various people, and any help and support that we can get from any other business to achieve the actual goals that we set at this project. Everyone that we've worked with have done a really good job, yeah.
What kind of things have you been doing over the past 2 weeks with the Prince's Trust then?
For the past 2 weeks we started out installing the new raised beds. We removed the old raised beds. We installed obviously all of the new soil. The actual raised bed that's here, we've actually risen, so it gives easy access for a disabled person to use it with a wheelchair. We've actually installed a new patio slabbing area. There's some fencing just over on the right hand side. All of that's been repainted, and we're actually looking forward to having some new artboards that are being worked on at the minute by Prince's Trust that we can install onto the fence. And is that going to be within the next few days, so it'll be complete, or? Yeah, well, fingers crossed we should be completed by tomorrow afternoon. Everything else has been done. The team have worked extremely hard. We've had a great time with them, and we always look forward to working with other businesses and organisations to improve this area to the standard that we're trying to get it to.
So this project over the past 2 weeks, I can see it's come a long way. What does it mean for Trent and Dove?
Well, obviously, Trent and Dove being a housing association in this area, a lot of the houses that are surrounded these actually estates, we're trying to improve the area itself. So for us, it's not just about building concrete, bricks and mortar and houses. It's about bringing communities together, getting the residents involved, which originally was the reason why we started this project. Obviously, to get people growing items here in this allotment project that we give back to the community, like the YMCA and the soup kitchen. Last year, we was lucky enough to give them 47 food parcels of fresh vegetables, and obviously we think that's a much needed resource to the actual community. So it's not only catering for everyone's needs, it's providing resources as well. It's absolutely fantastic. Like I say, the starting point of the actual project that we did to get it to where it is today, it's been running for 10 years. Lucky enough, we managed to win a Queen's Award for volunteering 2 years ago, and obviously any help that we get from any different people, especially like Prince's Trust, local schools, we try and use this area as an outdoor classroom. And for us, again, I can just keep going back to the fact is, for Trent and Dove, it's not just about building houses, it's about building neighbourhoods and improving the areas where these estates are. So this is what the Prince's Trust have been doing over the past 2 weeks. I just want to thank you for talking to us today, Aaron. It's been a massive help on behalf of Burton TV. That's no problem, thank you. It's been really, really good to work with the Prince's Trust, and I'd like to thank them on behalf of Trent and Dove Housing, and we hope to do some more project work with them very, very soon. Thank you. So Keith, what is the Kingfisher Project?
Well, the Kingfisher Project started about 13 years ago, and there were concerns about the brook that runs at the back of this community garden. So the local residents got the group together, along with the other two co-founders, which is Scott Jones and Dawn Madden, who's the Community Engagement Manager at Trent and Dove. So we held several meetings with residents and agencies as well. There's 42 agencies that are on board of the Kingfisher Project, and it was decided to form a group called the Kingfisher Project. Now, originally the garden wasn't here, it was just wasteland until the refurbishment took place with the project itself through Trent and Dove. And the residents got together and decided to create this piece of ground here, which is actually waste ground, into a community garden. It's been revamped and extended since then. and this is how this side of it took up. And the allotment side, well, we come across the embankment, which is on the back, which was just wasteland, and it was decided then to build the allotments. Well, initially we only started off with 7. We rented them out, and they were all rented. And then, because it was such a success, then we built another 7 to make 14 allotment beds. But sadly, it's like every other time, that is the fact that tenants move out, and so the allotment beds weren't being used. So we got together, 2 of us, and we maintained both the gardens and the allotment beds. Now, this is a partnership work, and it's about giving something back to the community. So all the fruit and veg that we actually do get actually goes to local charities like the YMCA. Where does the partnership work come into it? I mean, we do have other partners as well, like Fountain School, for instance, but the Princess Trust has taken part in the project before as well. So that's another part of it, is having partners to help you as well. We can help them. So this time, the Princess Trust volunteered and picked this project to revamp the allotment beds, which they've certainly done. They've achieved their brief, which I gave them along with Aaron Stringer, and for the first 5 days, first 3 days, they achieved more than what I ever thought they would ever do, to be quite honest with you. They worked as a team. They gained certain skills out of it as well. I personally think about it as well, you know, but they've plodded on. They've completed all of the allotment beds now. So it's about partnership working, and I'm hoping that we've had some good fun about it as well, because that's what it's about. It's not just about just gardening and putting bits of wood together and everything else. It's about having a bit of fun, yes, you know, definitely. And baking. And this is what it's all about. And I think we can go away from here today, and it's been agreed by all the group actually, is the fact that we've come down, we came, and we flipping well conquered.
So Brad, being the project leader, what does that entail? What have you been up to over the past 2 weeks?
Literally, we've had a plot of land supplied by the Kingfisher Project, and all we had to do was convert it into an allotment, leading a team of 9 people to turn this land into a full-size allotment. And
I believe that you kind of got it done within the certain amount of time. Yeah. The weather wasn't great, but you all kind of tackled through. So within the first day,
we'd got 5 days work done. I couldn't have asked anything much more from the team. They did really well.
And for yourself, Tegan, dealing with the artwork, what made you do what you've done?
Well, I was always a creative person anyway, and I thought I'd link it to everyone that was basically involved, so everyone had their own say. Obviously it was an allotment, so it had to somehow link with nature, so obviously the trees made out of all the different seasons and things like that. So.
And you've involved all the 3 kind of main organisations within that, yeah?
Yeah, we've got Trent and Dove, we've got the Princess Trust, and we've got the Kingfisher Project as well.
So for both of you being part of the Princess Trust, I mean, you're halfway through the course now at 6 weeks. What does the course mean to you guys?
It means a brighter future, really. So like, I've been having troubles with employment, just hoping like the confidence to get me and keep me into work.
And what about yourself, Tegan?
The Princess Trust is a big thing for me. It gave me something to focus the whole of my life on. It's given me something to work forward to and get the qualifications I need to make my future better for myself.
So what do you feel in the upcoming weeks? How do you feel that's going to go, and what are you guys going to be up to?
We've got work experience next week for 2 weeks. I'm really nervous about it. I'm just expecting the unexpected, I'd say, but I'm just really looking forward to it, just hoping for the best.
True that you're working alongside Trent and Dove again as a work placement?
I am. Unfortunately, I'm not. I'm working for Star Foundation, hopefully doing delivery work, so it's something I'd like to do after I finish Princess Trust. Hopefully work with logistic companies such as Siva or Wincanton, and just hope for the best.
And what about yourself?
excited for the next few weeks, as you don't know what to expect. You've got work experience working in places that you have no idea about to develop all your skills, and I just can't wait for it to crack on.
Okay, so it's been lovely to talk to you both today, and on behalf of BTV News, thank you.